Apollo 14 astronaut claims aliens have made contact. This is from the Daily Mail in London. But it has been covered up for 60 years. I gotta go fast before the computer dies. Aliens have contacted humans several times, but governments have hidden the truth for 60 years, and the sixth man to walk on the moon claimed this. Apollo 14 astronaut Dr. Edgar Mitchell said he was aware of many UFO visits to Earth during his career with NASA, but each one was covered up. Dr. Mitchell, who's 77 now, should be fair, I should say that, said during a radio interview that sources at the space agency who had contact with aliens described the beings as little people who look strange to us. Not a very vivid explanation.
No.
He didn't have the gift of words at his disposal.
But he's also like he's it's hearsay.
He said supposedly real life ETs were similar to the traditional image of small frame, large eyes and head. Chillingly, he claimed, our technology is not nearly as sophisticated as theirs, and had they been hostile, he warned, we would have been gone by now. This is a motherfucker. Dr. Mitchell, along with Apollo 14 Commander Alan Shepard, holds the record for the longest ever moonwalk at 9 hours and 17 minutes following their 1971 mission. I happen to have been privileged enough to be in on the fact that we've been visited on this planet and the UFO phenomena is real. It's been covered up, well covered up, by our government for the last 60 years, but slowly it's leaked out, and some of us have been privileged to have been briefed on some of it. I've been in military intelligence circles who know that beneath the surface of what has been public knowledge, yes, we have been visited. Reading the papers recently, it's been happening quite a bit. This dude walked on the moon. He's a famous astronaut. I never heard of him until now, but he walked on the moon. I gotta believe him. Unless he's 77 and he's fucking senile. But if he's 77 and senile, he's well spoken for a senile fucking crazy man. If he is in fact that. But I'm going to say he's not crazy. This is a dude who's closer to the end than the beginning. He's like, yeah, the government might try to assassinate me, but fuck it. I'm 77. What do I care? What are they going to do? Kill an astronaut?
Yeah.
Especially after I say this, it would lend credence to what I'm saying. So this dude found himself an angle. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to let it be broke. Guess what? There are aliens, and they've been here many times, and they're way more powerful than us. And they worship Satan. I added that last part.
Okay. I perked up.
Do you believe him?
No.
Not at all.
I guess my reaction is like, if it's true.
So fucking like, nah.
I mean, if it is.
He walked on the moon.
But that to me is like.
You're like, that's why he saw a fucking.
I know. He's like, I have the world record. It's
He's
like,
crazy. Dude had no option.
They never let anybody stay out that long again. They're like, he came back. He's crazy.
He came back raving about aliens. Like, all right, 10-minute moonwalks from here on in. I buy it. I buy that it's something that's the last thing every astronaut is told.
I just don't.
Either that or the second to last thing. The last thing they're told is that space is finite. And they're like, right on the other side of the moon, there's a wall.
So don't hit it.
Don't hit the fucking wall. We've been telling people for years that space is infinite. It's not.
Well, here's my ultimate reaction to that story is just like, I am somebody. There's a reason why I don't go to church. Also, I'm about like, look,
show me the money.
If he walked across your pool and fucking talked to me,
right?
Like I would be like, I'm not going to deny that. Like, you the man,
right? You're like, wow, how'd you do that?
Like
shit?
That's awesome. But like, my thing with this guy is literally just like, look, you got to have proof. You got to have proof because. Going out in the world and just saying, like, yeah, there's aliens. And I understand he's an astronaut, right. And I understand he has access to things that I don't have access to. And there's a possibility that he's been briefed about it in case he was on the Today Show.
Right.
All of those things. I'm still just like, he's walking forward and basically describing what conspiracy theorists think.
Yes.
So it's like
he's giving confirmation that they've
once
been right
again,
all
it's like, homeboy, go fucking get something.
He's like I can't.
You want to be remembered.
I'm 77 years old. I can barely pee on my own. How am I supposed to produce proof?
We should have done
it's a miracle I'm
60.
alive. Well, I was too afraid back then.
Well, like, so
you know what? When in my 60s, all I did was get high and fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. I took care of myself in that decade. now at age 77, I'm selflessly giving this information to the world.
But once again, I'm like, it doesn't hold water because it's literally just some old dude who's just like has the ability to go out and say that. And because he was an astronaut, it lends the slimmest amount of credence to what he's saying. But still, I'm just like, you gotta fucking have something. Where are the pictures? Where's the shit? Like, fucking, if he wrote a fucking book about it,
yes,
which was literally like 450 pages
of him going
with fucking top secret fucking documents that he copied and shit. This is literally a dude. So, but that's my point. Like, literally, just like, I heard from this guy Bob when I was getting a coffee that they were fucking aliens.
That's true, but that's the best type of information to spread because if it's wrong, he could be like, well, I was told this. But if it's right,
but once again,
he's
it's
an
just
insider.
like going forward, going up, and look, dinosaurs, giant fucking beings that walk the earth.
They existed.
They existed. And you know how we know
According
that?
to Sarah Palin, 5,000 years ago.
Yes, exactly. They exist because we have evidence. We have physical evidence to present.
Yes.
We reconstruct skeletons.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of science behind it, but there's also like, but what if it was literally just like, there were no skeletons, there was no nothing, and it was literally just people going like,
once upon a time, giant lizards lived on the earth.
yeah.
I'd buy it.
See,
Can they show me a drawing?
like a rendering?
Yes. Artist rendering?
Sure.
Because that's all we have to look at now.
Yeah, but you...
Like every picture you see of a dinosaur is an extrapolation.
Yes.
But we buy it. We're like, yeah, fucking dinosaurs.
But there's at least a skeleton where you're like, that's a big fucking thing.
It's a big skeleton, but at the same time, it's like, maybe it was pink. Maybe it was made of cotton candy. We don't know.
Yeah, but like that to me is just sort of like the fact that its skin texture or color might be different. It's like at least there's enough physical evidence for me to say
it's a cheat.
Yes.
I mean, like, I agree with you. There are bones and bones is proof, but I still think it's a cheat that, like, for years we've been shown imagery of dinosaurs, and it's all extrapolation based on the bones. But, like, they'll tell you this motherfucker has a fin and it was green and his body was yellow, and it's like, you have no idea what color that thing was. But we all buy it.
I mean, but like I would never. But it wouldn't occur to me to go like this is the exact. Like I'm just talking about the idea of something's existence or not. Does it exist or does it?
Right.
And in the end, I do feel like this guy is just like.
I got no bones to show you.
If he busted out with just like, here's photos, here's anything, here's fucking like documents signed by fucking Nixon. I mean. Like, whoever, like, if he just brought out all this material that was just like, I've been amassing material to prove of what's going on. Even if he manufactured all that shit, it's just like, it would be a more interesting story. To me, the fact that he steps forward and he's just like, I'm 77. Chew on this.
Yeah, beat this. Aliens. Nobody
Real.
can beat it, right? Thank you. I was in
Guess
space.
who was in space?
Me.
Were you?
Long spacewalk. Me and Alan Shepard. Or one of them. This is why the dynamic of our relationship works. And it goes into something I was talking about with Malcolm while I was back east. Our relationship is I am Captain Kirk and you are Mr. Spock. I am all brio and passion and, the fucking cheating the Kobayashi Maru test. I'm like, let's do it. I'm not headlong. I'm not like, let's go into danger, because obviously I'm very chicken shit. But
reverse.
Yeah, I'm like,
reverse thrusters.
Mr. Sue, get the fuck out of here, please. I'm very scared. I saw a shark.
Where can I hide?
I saw a shark in the ocean on that planet way down there. Let's get us to another galaxy. I'll be in my quarters.
Fire.
Yeah, destroy that planet. It has a shark. You are cold logic. Always cold logic. You're always just like, it's illogical that there be space aliens with no proof. It's illogical that a secret that big could be kept. And so you...
See, I don't necessarily... I don't
think you have... I'm not saying you're devoid of passion, but you're definitely more a creature of the head than of the heart.
I'll say that my...
Not that you can't love
my
either.
initial... Yeah.
Not that you're a robot.
I'd say that my initial processors... My initial process is generally...
You got your bullshit detector goes off for like anything.
nah.
I'm like, I think I saw a rabbit. You're like, illogical. There are no rabbits in this yard. I'm like, why are you talking like that? It's just a rabbit.
Spock wasn't a robot either. Okay, you talk like
But he had
Spock?
that very, like, he was just
Staccato.
like, let me try to get my Spock down. You be me, and I'll be you as Spock. You be
Okay.
Kevin Smith, and I'm Scott Mosier as Spock. Hit me
be
with
you?
something, yeah.
Welcome to SModcast.
It's illogical to welcome them to something that they're not truly at.
I don't really think that's me.
It's just you debunking everything for an hour long. I'm like, welcome to SModcast. You're like, you can't welcome people to something that they're not physically at. I'm like, okay, good point. I'm Kevin Smith. Are you truly Kevin Smith?
Yeah. How
Or is that,
much are you
is that your
Kevin
slave name? Who gave you that name?